everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another episode of the Gong Legacy Let's Play series. We are in the evening of Dongzhi Festival and we got our parents to come over, so oh my god mom, you're not in. I haven't gotten mom out of her funeral attire from when her mom passed. Alright, okay, so our parents are here. It's Dongzhi Festival, which is winter solstice festival essentially, and Reina is very sad still from like the events of last night. Yeah, it's last night. She just came back from work and actually she felt really okay going to work this morning, but as the day passed and she processed things, she still feels really sad and she hasn't heard anything from Ini since as well, which is also part of the reason why she feels so sad. But it is Dongzhi, so we do have to do some stuff. Essentially, the Dongzhi festival is a festival to celebrate the winter solstice, the coming of winter, basically like Yuletide and all the other winter solstice festivals all around the world, I guess, in places where there's winter. And in Chinese culture, we do come together. It's like an opportunity for a family reunion. It's one of the more simpler festivals, I'd say. Like what we do is we just like get together and make tangyuan together. Tangyuan is this food that's actually like glutinous rice balls. That's the food that we eat. It's very simple. The soup base is like at home when we have it. Oh, by the way, it's one of my favorite foods. It's like a sugary sweet soup base. It's not really soup, it's like a syrup base. It has ginger. It's like a dessert basically. I don't know what I'm trying to say because I'm very distracted by her crying. I hope that kind of explains things. I cannot find CC for tangyuan, so unfortunately I'm gonna have to go with like the other cultural variations of the dish. So this is the Japanese dango mitarashi, which is basically like glutinous rice flour but in dango form, and it's like dry and it's covered in like some sort of a sweetened miso sauce, if I'm not mistaken. I can't remember what it is, but it's not culturally correct, but the ingredient used is correct, so I'm using this to stand in for it. And also I'm making something called almond tofu, which is a dessert that we have in Singapore as well as in Japan and everywhere. I think it's like a very Asian dessert, and this is supposed to be soupy as well in Singapore. I'm not sure about everywhere else, but it's also like a syrupy soup thing in Singapore. I don't really know, I'm not really a big fan of that dish, but that's not the point. The point is it's supposed to be soupy, but I don't see the soup in this one. And I'm trying to make it so that the syrupy soup of this dish, supposed, oh yeah, it's usually eaten in Beijing or Hong Kong. Pudding-like dessert made with gelatin, milk, and apricot seed. But basically, in Singapore, it is soupy. It's not soupy in this dish. Maybe in Beijing and Hong Kong, it's not soupy. Either way, though, my attempt is to try to make something that looks like what I'm familiar with, which is like the tangyuan. Tang is actually soup, and then yuan is like round. So like that dish has to be soupy, and it has to have like the glutinous flour rice ball thing. Yeah. Oh my god, I want to eat it so bad right now because I'm talking about it. But yes, you have it during Dongzhi basically. And Reina, basically, it's like a reunion thing, right? So we have to meet family. So Rui Xiang's not free because it's like a random Monday evening. He probably has like some meeting or something. So we got our parents to come over. What we're gonna do is we're going to just have a meal with our parents. Is our mom even still here? Okay, she's coming down. I don't think Reina would want to let her parents know what's up. She's not very sad right now. She's like, I'm going to say that she's putting up a front. Like she was crying when her father wasn't around in the kitchen to supervise or like to check on her cooking and stuff, but then now that she's in front of her parents, she's like putting up a front and she's projecting happiness and all the good vibes because she doesn't want to worry her parents, and she just still feels like her issue with Ini is something that she can fix on her own in due time, of course. So like she doesn't want to worry her parents, and also because like they just announced their engagement, so it's kind of embarrassing as well. Like she knows there's nothing much to be embarrassed about and her parents will have her back, but at the same time she doesn't want to worry them. So she's just being a good daughter. She invited them over after work and is like, I'm gonna make tangyuan for y'all today and we're going to have it together. I know brother's not free, but it doesn't have to be all of us, but I want to at least spend this special day with you. Who are you? Zhengjie, you're here? Okay, we're gonna invite our friend in. We have like another spare dango to offer you if you want. I think he's just here to hang out, to be honest. His social's pretty low. Attempt introduction? Oh no. No. We're not gonna do attempting. Okay, I've gotten the two parents to say hi to Zhengjie because otherwise it's not gonna happen. Okay, Zhengjie doesn't like Ren Wu. That's fine. It's okay. It's just our friend's friend. No worries. Zhengjie is just here to... He doesn't like both of their parents. Oh my god, Zhengjie, please. They're just your friend's parents. It's okay. He came by to hang out and we were just spending Dongzhi with our parents, so I mean, like, what do you expect, right? But okay, we're just here to talk and enjoy our time, and because our friend's at the door, we're not gonna turn him away, so I guess there's like someone else to talk to, and we're gonna make sure that Zhengxie talks to people as well. Well, I guess it's always nice. Okay, he likes deep thoughts. Yes, Zhengxie of course likes deep thoughts. And yeah, mom is helping with the dishes now, which is also really nice. And I think, like, oh my god, Renwu says that he needs to go back to file some stuff, to mark some papers before tomorrow's school day. So I guess our parents are leaving, but it's okay. Wait, Zhengxie, are you not eating? We're serving you some lovely dango. Please eat some dango, or like tangyuan. We're just pretending that it's tangyuan. We had some food. We haven't baked. I'm just gonna say that we baked. We just have to cook. We don't have to bake. So I guess now Zhengxie has Reina's full attention, so we're gonna have another deep conversation with him. She's still on her periods here. Oh my goodness. We'll have to deal with that later when Zhengxie leaves. But yeah, she's still projecting happiness and confidence. She's not really looking to become vulnerable with anyone at all. So we'll just do some gossiping, like some light friendship topics. But it is 12:30, so we're going to actually send Zhengxie home really soon. I feel like Reina and Zhengxie, while they're in the same group of friends, of all the three of the boys, I think she's like the least close with Zhengxie, which is totally fine. It's no big deal. It's just that I don't think he's the kind of guy that Reina would like fully become vulnerable with. Not that there's anything wrong. It's like I feel like their compatibility is not like there. I'm not sure if the game thinks so. Yeah, actually the game thinks so as well. So of all the boys, right, her compatibility is only good with like Zheming amongst the three boys. So with Kaifeng and Zhengxie, I think Reina usually tends to be a little bit more like just friends, basically. Not that she's not just friends with Zheming, but I hope you understand where I'm going with this. It's been a long day of just working and then coming home to make sure that we fulfill our duty as like a filial daughter, because we've rejected to go out to the flea market on Sunday, right? So we won't miss Dongzhi for anything. It is an opportunity for the family to reunite, to get together. Well, I guess reunion is not really like a very important thing in this day and age where you have like phones and you're like living a lot closer together and stuff, and you are able to meet way more often, especially for Reina and her family. So it's really just like a celebrating a festival and having an excuse to get together kind of situation. So that's what Dongzhi is. It's very simple. I don't really think there's anything like too deep about it. In Singapore, where there's no winter, it has been diluted to just like, oh, it's like a day where we eat tangyuan, which I love. So like literally when Dongzhi comes around, it's like, oh, we have to eat tangyuan. It used to be that I would go to my grandma's place and we'll have like a huge like tangyuan making party, and then we'll just have like this big pot of tangyuan to eat from for the whole day. And I love tangyuan so much, I will always eat so much tangyuan. Nowadays, because everyone's like working and busy and older, and grandma doesn't really like have the energy to make the tangyuans and prepare the kind of like big tangyuan making party anymore. It's either me and my mom, we go over and do it and like share some of the tangyuan with her, or we will just like do it at home and it will just be like oh, we just want to eat tangyuan kind of thing. So it's like, it's a very casual thing now for me. So, well, Reina is doing a very casual version of it as well, same as us. Anyways, Reina is asleep now. I don't think I'm gonna follow her into work tomorrow as well, so we'll see what the day brings us tomorrow after work. I'll just meet you on the other side. Okay, Reina is home now. It's 7 p.m. She just got 6,000 simoleons for her work, which is great. As usual, we're going to get her to go take a shower and wash off the grime. I'm thinking of what I want her to do. Okay, she has a few things to see to at home, so I'll get her to see to it first. And she's feeling a little hungry. She could always spend a day at home, but I feel like she would look at this house, look at the pictures that she and Ini has taken, and remember how they had an argument in this house and it has not been resolved and Ini has not called yet and everything, and she will feel very depressed if she just like stay behind in this house. So I think she's going to go call up some friends and go out again, maybe drink some more or something, because there's no work tomorrow. She can be as irresponsible as she wants to be and there will be not much of a consequence, hopefully. She could also go out alone, but I feel like because she's more of like an outgoing sim and she likes being around people, I'd say that she would want to go out with her friends. So I'm going to get her to go out with her usual drinking buddies and go hang out somewhere, maybe like a different bar this time, or she could go to the same one. But I'll see you at wherever we decide to go to. Okay, we're here at the bar that I think we came with Lou's the other day. Oh my god, I actually didn't know that it looked like this. Did I? Like this thing? That's so cool. I wonder if we can have our drinks up here. It's like pretty cold, but we'll have some privacy at least, I think. As you can see, we only have like one person attending today's sorry drinking session. Only Jerming was free today, so we're just going to ask Jerming about his day. He's just like, yeah, I'm free. Let's go have a drink. Why not? It's very rare of you to want to go out drinking so much. Aren't you all about like the healthy lifestyle and stuff? But you know what? I'm not gonna say no to a drink. So let's go drink if that's what you want to do. I finally did it. They're finally able to have their drink. Jerming is not because I have like stopped him from having the actual drink. But here we are. We are here with a friend and we're like, okay, I just want to get very drunk today. And Jerming's like, what's wrong? I feel like Jerming already knows that something has been bothering Reina, but you know, Reina has not expressed the want to talk about her issues right now, so Jerming's like being very patient. I'm going to continuously refill their drinks, by the way, so that they will always have something to drink because I don't want them to finish drinking so quickly. So yeah, Jerming's like, okay, he'll joke about some stuff and he'll try to make her feel better because I think like he can tell from her expression and how she like carries herself, because they do have this connection, right? They have like this good compatibility, and also because Jerming as a person, he is a lot more I guess intuitive about this kind of stuff, so he knows that Reina feels kind of like different from how she is like showing her emotions to be underneath. Like he doesn't really have to know what's happening, to be honest, but at the same time he cares for Reina in a way that a friend would. They've been friends for quite a while, and they don't really hang out together like one-on-one very often, if at all. I don't actually recall them actually hanging out one-on-one before, but they just so happen to find themselves in this situation where they're like hanging out one-on-one right now. So he's like, yeah, you know what, we don't have to be wild and party like since not everybody is here. So like, if you want to talk, I'm here. If you want to joke, I will be here. If you want to like just drink and talk about nothing at all, I'll also be here. It's okay. Okay, Jerming likes deep thoughts as well, yeah. So Reina is like, okay, if you're sure, then I'm going to tell you what happened. So she basically lays it all out for Jerming, because like Reina just feels like she can be comfortable around Jerming. It's like, it's a thing that she's felt, especially ever since Jerming saved her from Guaning that one time at the club. And I think since that day they have shared like this little like bond, this little mutual understanding, that Jerming is like a real one. Like he would really like stand out for her. There's like this special bond between the two of them, but they don't really like address it or talk about it because there's nothing really much to talk about. It's just like something to add to their friendship history in a sense. A little bit more of a layer of trust between these two compared to the rest of the boys. Oh my god, he just finished his drink. I forgot to refill. I'm gonna refill this Reina's drink. Let's just say that she talks so much that her drink's not over yet. We're gonna have Jerming be like, I can't believe that there is an issue for him. Like, we are just friends. I don't know why he's putting you in such a position where you have to like choose between one or the other. Basically, Jerming's trying to point out the fact that Innie's concerns are like rooted in very problematic views in all sorts of ways. Like, if you really wanted to be unfaithful, like you don't have to wait till you're with us to be unfaithful. Like, you can get whoever you want, and I don't know why he doesn't see that. It's like you're choosing to just like be only with him and he can't trust that, and I think Jerming is like getting really angry. I mean, like, you can't see it because he's not in his Sims form, but I feel like he would be very worked up about it. Yeah, I think like for half the time he's trying to make Reina feel better about it as well. I think maybe he will also maybe crack a few jokes as well just to make Reina feel a little bit better, maybe do an impression or something. The entire time Reina has been feeling really confident, even though she still feels sad and stuff, like it's buried beneath, and she feels like she's very safe. Talking to Jerming about this kind of stuff. So, and it's like 2:30, so I feel like Reina's just gonna finish her drink. Yep, it's finally done. I think Reina would just like feel like she's had a great night. She feels really confident. She feels like, okay, yeah, I'm very happy that I spent it out, and I'm very happy that I let it off my chest. And also just thanks for letting me talk about my problems without judgment. I know that things are difficult with Innie and I really don't know how to fix it, but I would still like to try. And Jerming probably at this point feels like maybe she shouldn't try, because like I think Jerming definitely can see from like a third person point of view that this relationship is kind of like getting a little bit toxic. And Jerming is going to leave because it's like 3:30 a.m, so they're just gonna give each other a hug, and Reina is gonna be left alone now. But I think like Jerming is already like seeing that this is like kind of a red flag situation. I think maybe he feels like it's not time yet for him to tell Reina that, oh no, I think like there might be something wrong with this situation. Like maybe he's like, okay, you know what, if anything happens, just give me a call and I'll be there really quickly if you need me to. I just don't want you to feel like you're alone. If you ever need to talk about this again, I'll be there. Like he's just trying to make it so that he will be available for her when things go south, because it sounds like it's not a very good, like she's not in a very good place right now, and the relationship itself is not in a really good place right now. And yeah, so Cherming's just like, he doesn't really know what to do, and he doesn't really want to overstep what's happening between the two of them. It's not really his place to say so, but he's worried about his friend, so he's just making himself available essentially. And yeah, they just had a really nice meaningful time. And it's 4 a.m. She just got home and she needs to pee really badly, so we're just gonna get her to go pee, and she probably wants to eat something after that. Then I'm gonna get her to go sleep, and she doesn't have work tomorrow, so she'll probably sleep in for a bit, and we'll see what happens tomorrow, and I'll see you when she wakes up. Okay, good morning. It is 7:45 a.m. and she just woke up from a nap. Also, like I forgot to mention, but she got the emotional bomb quirk because she's a celebrity. Are you still a celebrity? So apparently she is a celebrity, so I think I'm going to have her be noticeable. Yeah, maybe, because like she's just like being a doctor, and she's being famous for being a doctor, I think, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, she has the emotional bomb quirk, so she gets like into random moods. I think she's just going through a rough time, that's why she has this emotional bomb quirk right now. She's like, oh my god, she's always angry, always sad, always like, yeah, she's in a mix of feelings, and she actually feels super uncentered now because of how she hasn't really like focused on her wellness practice and all that. She's been thrown off very much so by the events of recent days. So yeah, she just feels awful, and I feel for her. She went to nap, so she's still in the clothing that she's in when she came home. So I'm gonna get her to go shower, change into something else, and maybe for once, because she finds herself at home in the morning with like not a lot of energy, but she doesn't really want to go back to sleep as well, I'm gonna get her to go meditate or something. Hopefully she can find some center. She won't do this for long though. I think I'm going to limit it to like about like 20 minutes or so. So we're gonna watch this clock and she do a little bit of meditation, and hopefully she'll feel a little bit better. She won't do too much, because I don't think she has that kind of like focus right now to do so much. Oh, she doesn't even want to do that much. Okay, cool. What are you doing? Emotional meltdown? Okay, she can't. Like, she literally cannot even sustain meditation right now. Poor girl! Oh my god, but it's so apt. It's so apt that she's having a meltdown, because like Innie hasn't called or anything, and she really doesn't know what she's gonna do. And honestly, like at this point when she's so weak, right, even though she's heard are you cramping? No, you're just having a massive hangover, I think. Yeah, but even at this point, right, even though like she's heard Jermaine talk about how like Innie is being very selfish and Innie is being very ridiculous, because obviously there's nothing going on, and everybody knows that. Everybody with eyes and everybody with like logic would know that Innie is being extremely irrational. I feel like Innie himself knows that he's very irrational, but he can't help it. Do you know what I mean? And it's Winterfest. It's not really a big thing to celebrate in like Chinese culture. But I feel like people do still do it. So like for Reina, what she's gonna do is maybe she'll just go over to her parents' place and spend Winterfest with them. I actually forgot that it's Winterfest, but it makes sense that it would be Winterfest. Maybe she'll make like a flower arrangement. She hasn't done that in a while. And then we'll just like bring that over to our parents like as a gift. Maybe we'll buy some stuff for them as well. We could also, yeah, let's just go and see what kind of stuff we can buy from online shopping. Actually, you know what? Let's just try browsing Plopsy. I've never done that before. Oh yeah, okay, that's actually pretty cool. We could get grey and orange crew socks, and we'll buy that, and then that would be for dad. Ah, look at that, it's Holly's. Oh, beautiful. And it says that the shop is going to be refreshed in about like 30 minutes. So I think like at 11 a.m. we can go and shop and see if there's anything else we can buy for our mom. But meanwhile, we'll just work on this flower arrangement. We'll just head over to our parents' place maybe late afternoon or so. I feel like Innie would be there though. No, wait, maybe Innie won't be there. Reina would tell her parents that Innie is spending Christmas with his mom, and I think that's okay. So they don't have to meet still. I actually forgot that she she had the flower arrangement skill for a little bit because we've been so busy with everything else. But I'm glad that she's back into flower arranging because I think it makes her very focused and she really likes this little activity for herself. I think she's become quite a different person from like how we met her when we first started this series though. So like the things that she used to like, I think it's like kind of dulled in light of all the other things that has been happening in her life since she became like a working adult and since she became like a engaged person. Anyways, we'll just add a vase. Let's just add a white glitter vase to this thing. And it's 11:30, so if we check Plopsy again, maybe we'll see something. Ooh, carved candle. Or like we could get grey raccoon low socks. Large cross-stitch hoop. This is so cute, it has dogs on it. Okay, we'll get a hoop for mom, because I think that looks really cute. Oh my god, we're so tired. Okay, we'll just... How long do we have before the flower goes bad? I don't know, it's pristine right now. We do need a nap, so maybe we'll just come here and we'll just nap on the sofa. We're like pretty messed up. Really, like Reina wouldn't usually do this. Like the Reina we know, she wouldn't like just go, you know, like nap on her patio sofa in her gym gear and hungover and all that. She's just going through a rough time. I feel so bad for her. Okay, we're now here. We've also gotten Rui Xiang to come in as well. Though I'm not sure where Rui Xiang went. We're going to say hi to our parents. Oh, we forgot to prepare something for our brother. Maybe we'll just buy one immediately. I can't give the flower arrangement. We can just give it to mom like this. Okay, can we just put it somewhere? Can we put it here? Can we put it... Oh. Maybe we'll just like drag it and have it be, you know, displayed here like that. Oh, that's very ugly. Maybe here. Yeah, okay. So mom, that's your flower. let me just like go find something for you. I forgot. Oh, black man's sweater. Okay, there we go. We can gift bro a sweater. Okay, time to gift the sweater to our brother, as if he doesn't have like a black sweater already. It looks like he's already wearing one. There you go, bro. I hope you like it. And then finally, last but not least, we have dad. I think it's nice to just spend some time with the family because we've been spending a lot of time with Ini. We've skipped a lot of like weekend get together with the family to like spend time with Ini, to rest at home after spending time with Ini and that kind of stuff. So I feel like it's kind of weird, but at the same time it's like nice that we finally have time to spend with family now that Ini and her are like kind of in an argument, which actually is kind of sad, isn't it, if you think about it. But yeah, we're just going to busy ourselves in the kitchen. We are really tired. I don't know if it has escaped our parents' notice, maybe a little bit, because we are still like being very inspired, happy, and we've gifted everybody presents and all that. So maybe our parents don't know that we're, you know, really tired and stuff. We don't want to talk to our parents about it. Neither do we want to talk to our brother about it. We don't want to worry our parents. So we're just going to do our part as like a good daughter, a family member, and hopefully Ini will call us soon. She doesn't really know what to say to Ini even when she calls as well. She doesn't really want to think about it. I don't think she's actually committed her brain to really thinking about like what he said, other than like how it's unfair and how it's like she doesn't know what to do. She feels like they have hit a wall and she doesn't know how to move forward, and Ini's not really being very cooperative, but she still harbors hope that this relationship will survive. And also I'd say that in this couple of days, as she has been like, you know, moping, thinking about stuff, whenever she does think about it, she might have started thinking about whether she should just like, you know, cave in and be like, is it actually very unfair for her to not respect Ini's wishes, to not respect the fact that Ini doesn't feel comfortable with her having so many platonic male friends. If Ini finds that it's a problem, does it mean that her as a girlfriend, she should be more understanding, a bit more accommodating, and be like, yeah, you know what, if it doesn't make you happy, I'm just not gonna do it. I feel like intellectually she understands that that's not how it's supposed to be. I feel like she understands that it's not correct for her to have to cave in to a request as unfair as what Ini is requesting of her. So I don't think she's ever gonna do it. I'm not sure though, but I feel like she is like definitely a little bit more like weak nowadays, because she's so upset, she's so sad that she's not talking to Ini, she's made Ini angry. It's just like she doesn't feel good. She's not feeling good that she's made Ini upset, and she hates to make someone that she loves feel upset as well. So we don't know what's gonna happen, like especially after spending time with Jerming, and she's like, oh my god, there's so much value in having friends like Jerming. I'm not gonna give up this friendship. I'm not gonna give up my friendship with Guo Song, even though Ini doesn't really like feel insecure about Guo Song. He's still a man, right? So she's like, I don't think she's gonna ever like actually denounce her friendships sleeps with her male friends. I feel like that's why she doesn't know how to move forward from the situation. So I think like she's going to say she's gonna go up to her own room to hang out for a little bit. So she'll maybe nap as well in her own room, because she's not really feeling much for a lot of social interaction right now, and it's still at home. So they have had their dinner. Reina feels like she's done her part and now she just wants to sleep. She's telling her parents that I feel a little bit lightheaded, I have cramps, I just want to honestly nap actually, so I'm just going to go up to my room, nap for a few, and hopefully feel better soon. I don't know how she feels as she sleeps in this bed. She stopped knowing Ini when they became a teenager, I'd say. Ini probably moved out and away when they entered high school, I think. I can't remember what the actual timeline was and if I mentioned it or not, but I think like they never really knew each other in their teenage years. So like in this bedroom, she's never known Ini. Ini has always been like a figment of her imagination, maybe a fantasy at some point, because she's always like harbored some sort of feelings for Ini, but he had become like a person that she wished something would happen to, but she doesn't know if she'll ever like get into that situation again. So like meeting Ini has been a dream come true. Getting together with him, dream come true. Being engaged with him, dream come true. She really loves her childhood friend. She wants the best for the both of them, but honestly she's like thinking about the days where she's a little bit freer without Ini, how her days has been, like probably realized that she was so much more happy. I think now that she's done napping, I'm just going to get her to go home as well. Like she just Mom, Dad, I'm like up, but I'm going to go home and get more sleep because I'm still really tired and it's like 9, so I should go home. So she's gonna say goodbye. But yeah, so she had that nap in her old room, and she thinks about the parallels between like the freedom she felt as a teenager. And okay, we're back home. I was cut off halfway. But right now is going to head straight up to sleep. She's tired. I'm going to get her to brush her teeth first. And yeah, so like I was saying, she just thinks about how like life was a lot more different, less upsetting back then, and now she has like this relationship that has been like changing her, and going back to the family house always makes her realize how much she has grown, changed, for the worse or for the better, she doesn't really know, but she has definitely become someone else, someone that maybe her teenage self would scarcely recognize, maybe, who knows. So she thinks about things like that, and she's like, okay, she doesn't know where she's going with this thought process as well. She just like noticed the parallels and stuff, and she's just moping, and she's just trying not to fret too much about the fact that Ini is not replying, and also at the same time she doesn't really know what to say, so she's not calling back either. So it's so much complication. She doesn't know what to think, and she hasn't really been thinking. She's been like, every time she can think, she just goes to drink, I guess. No, she had that conversation with Jerming, so hopefully she has gained some insight. If not, honestly, like from that conversation, she might have gotten more comfort more than insight. Like she has received relief because she has told Jerming about her feelings and the situation, so it's kind of like her relieving herself of like her burden a little bit, but at the same time it was more of a comforting thing rather than a clarifying thing, because I don't think she's at the point where she wants to be clear of things. She just wants to complain. Not that she's pretty much of a complainer, but at this point there's nothing much else for her to say other than why is he not texting, and why is he like this, and why is my life like this, you know, that kind of stuff. So yeah, so oh my gosh, she's in such a bad place right now, but she doesn't know it yet. I feel like she still feels very optimistic about the situation, so she's just giving a few days as well for herself to also try to sort things out when she has the energy to, and she has the emotional capacity to, I guess, to sort things out on her own as well before she reaches out to Ini if he never reaches out again. She's very sure that Ini will reach out again as well. So, but with that said, it is time for us to leave this episode right here. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Let me know what you think. If you're angry at Ini, please express your anger. I know some of you guys are very angry. I am too, actually. And yeah, with that, I'll see you in my next video, guys. Thank you so much for watching all the way to this point. If you have, I appreciate you very much, and take care. Bye!